Hi, this is video part 2 in dividing using the bus stop method. So in this one, we're doing much the same thing, we're just doing harder numbers. So I'm using slightly harder tables. So we're looking at 6s, 7s and 8s. And what I said in the first video, which might be helpful if you're not great with your tables, is to write the tables out in advance so that you haven't got to keep counting as you're trying to do your division. And you can take as long as you need, but just write out each table, just adding each 6 each time, adding 7 each time, and adding 8 each time till you get to 10 times. And then that will help you. One, it will help you to improve your multiplications, because if you keep writing them out, they will hopefully start to stick a bit better. But also then we can focus on the division that we have to do. Now, the numbers are getting harder, but the method is exactly the same. And that's one of the comforting things about doing maths. Once you have a method, that method will always work. Even if the numbers are getting more challenging, the method will stay the same. This is just one particular method we're looking at the moment, but it's good to get confident in a particular method, but don't be afraid to explore other ways of doing things, because that also can be really beneficial to your understanding of maths, or arithmetic in this case. Right, let's get started. So we've got 606 divided by 6. And for this video, I've just written them out in the form we're going to use it. So remember, we start with the biggest number. So we're saying 6s into 6 goes once. No leftover, so now we've got 0. And we're saying 6s into 0. There are no 6s we can get out of 0, clearly. But we must remember to put that 0 there. That's really important. Place value. Okay, now moving on, 6s into 6. We've got 1 again. So that's a nice, easy one to ease you in, hopefully. Right, let's move on to the second. So this time we're doing 7,980 divided by 6. But hopefully what you'll start to see is it doesn't matter how big the starting number is, because we're only ever dealing with one digit of it at a time, one place value. Okay, let's go for it. So we're saying, how many 6s are there in 7? Well, we can get 1, and there would be a remainder of 1. 6 goes into 7 once, and there's a remainder of 1. We carry that over, and if you remember from my last video, because this is the thousands and this is hundreds, so this is 10 times bigger than the hundreds. When we pass that 1 over, it becomes 10 in this column. So we have 19. And then we can use this if we need to. So we have a look and we see, we've got to see how many 6s we can get out of 19. Well, that's 1, 2, 3. The highest we can get to is 18. Otherwise, the next one is 24. So that's not, we haven't got enough for that. So it's 3 times 1, 2, 3. And it's 8. That would be 18. So we've got 19. So we've got a remainder of 1. And that looks good, because if we put that 1 there, we're now looking at how many 6s in 18. Well, we've just done that, and we've said there are 3. And this time no remainders. So it's just how many 6s in 0? There are 0. And again, that 0 is very important. So 7,980 divided by 6 is 1,330. Great, let's move on. This time we're going to do 5,904 divided by 6. 6 into 5, no, we cannot get a whole 6 out of 5. And if you want to, put a 0 there just to say you've dealt with that place value. And we're now going to use that 5 and put it in front of that 9 to make 59. And now we've got to say how many 6s in 59. And here you may well want to go back to your table. So let's see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and we get to 54. Well, if we go one more, we're going to get to 60. So we can get 9 6s out of 59. 9 times 6 is 54. So we have got a leftover of 5, which we will carry over to the next column and make 50. Let's go back to our table. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've got 50, so we can get as far as 48, and that was 8 times. If 6 times 8 is 48, we're going to have 2 left over from our 50. That's going to go in front of that 4 to make 24, and 6 is into 24. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 5,904 divided by 6 is 984. And don't forget, at any point, grab your calculator and check your work. It will really help with confidence. Lovely, 984. You could even put a big tick there. Nice. Right, okay, let's move on to this one. So now we're on to our 7 times table. 7's into 7, nice easy start. We're going to say 1. 7 into 0, can't get any, so we're going to put a 0 there, but that 0 is important. So now we're going to go 7's into 9. We can get 1 7 out of 9, and we would have 2 remaining. Let's put that 2 in front of the 8 to make 28. If you're not sure on your 7 times table, hopefully you've written it up. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it goes in 4 times. Let's check it. 7,098 divided by 7 equals 1,104. Good. Next one, 9,107 divided by 7. 7's into 9 goes once, and there is 2 remaining. So let's move that over to the 1, make it 21. 7's into 21 goes 1, 2, 3, and that goes in exactly. 3 7s are 21. Now we've got 7's into 0, which is 0, and 7's into 7, which is 1. If you feel confident, why not pause the video and try the last one for yourself? You can write out your 8 times table if you want to, and then when you're ready and you found an answer, you can check it on your calculator or you can check it with me. Okay, so 9,936 divided by 8. 8 into 9 goes once, and there is a remainder of 1. I keep having problems saying the word remainder. 8 into 19 goes 2 times. 2 times 8 is 16. So we have a remainder of 3. Let's bring that over there. Put it next to our 3 to make 33. So we're now saying how many 8's in 33? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've gone way too far, haven't I? Let's try that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 times, and that would be 32, so a remainder of 1. And that is something that I see students do all the time. They kind of get carried away with this and forget what the number was. So if that happens, don't worry. Just go back to the beginning, start again. Okay, so 8 times 4 is 32. We had 33. We've got our remainder of 1. We put it in front of that 6. And 8 into 16 goes exactly twice. Right, hopefully you're starting to get a bit more confident with these. I'm going to end the video there, and what we're going to do in the next video is look at what happens when it doesn't go in exactly at the end and we have to get into decimals. Okay, that's the end of this video.